Hi guys, welcome to Buck and Jack. I am Adrian, and today we're going to talk about the honeymoon period and how I'm getting on with my Explorer 1. First things first, welcome to the channel if you are new. Here we talk about watches and I drink coffee, and that's all we do is watches and coffee. This is a Mondane from I think 1970, 1980. I bought this watch slightly different to the rest of my collection. That's a lie. I have two collections. One collection which is my nice watches, one collection which is my broken watches, some of which I broke myself. This is a watch I bought off eBay for about £35. It was all bashed up, it had a crappy strap on it, and it had a broken glass, and it's my first successful fix. I'm no watchmaker, I don't intend on becoming a watchmaker. I did about 2 hours of a watchmaking masterclass with Jaeger-LeCoultre about 2 years ago, but that was with a hot blonde from Switzerland, and I got very scared because she knew a huge amount about watches and I didn't, and I was playing with a £25,000 movement, and that was quite scary. Anyway, it's a bit of fun. I bought it solely for playing around with it. It's got a really nice dial, nice sunburst dial, quite an interesting logo on there, and quite a nice case overall. But apart from that, it's not one to sell. It's just one to enjoy, just to mess about with. Anyway, I'm rambling. So my Explorer 1. I feel like I'm past that honeymoon period. I've very excited. My whole Instagram page, the Buck and Jack Instagram page, has been full of photographs. All the stories have been full of stories of this little guy. I still love it, but I really miss my 5513. So those who don't know, I did a video on buying a 5513, buying my everyday watch, which ended up being a 5513. And then I was nearly mugged, and I had to change that because I couldn't have an everyday watch that was so recognisably Rolex, and so this looks very similar to a Seiko, and I've always loved the Explorer 1, but the 5513 is a bit of a dream. In a video previous, put a link here, I compared this to being the VW Golf of the watch world, which I think is a fitting kind of attachment for the watch, because the VW is very reliable. It's a good looking car, and a good performer, and I think that's what this is. However, the 5513 was perhaps more comparable to a vintage Porsche, a nice vintage Porsche 911, let's say. And so that's kind of the jump that I've made. And I've come out of my Porsche and I've sold it, and I've got into this very easy to drive, very safe, very standard Golf, which I'm enjoying, but it's just not as fancy as a 5513. So I'm a bit sad about that. However, I have worn this religiously, and that's for a reason. I have other gorgeous watches like this lovely Omega Seamaster from the 60s. I have this really nice LV with a black bezel insert in still, because I haven't been bothered to change it. And it's actually stopped me wearing it because I don't like it that much. Anyway, so it's not like I don't have other nice watches to wear, but I've genuinely been so religious about wearing this because it's so easy to wear. I don't have to think about which watch I'm going to wear with an outfit, because this goes with everything. It's not particularly dressy, it's not particularly sporty, it's not overly, it's like an Explorer 2. It's not in your face, oh look at me, I'm a sports watch. Nor is it particularly flashy, oh look at me, I'm a really dressy watch. It's just, I literally tell the time. That's all I do. I have 369. That's all I've got for you, and I think that's awesome. I did try putting on a leather strap, but it looked hideous. I know they do look good on leather straps, but the leather strap that I had was shocking. I'm trying to create my own leather straps at the moment, but I think we'll come into that. I'm not sure if I'm ready to talk about that yet. Anyway, to get yourself, if you're stuck in a honeymoon, a post-honeymoon phase, and you want to get out of it because you want to love this watch, then think about things like changing up the strap, NATO strap, a nice vintage leather strap. Try different bezel inserts. One thing that I absolutely love at the moment is a no date sub a 140/60 with a ghost or a grey bezel insert. I think that is absolutely stunning, and I tried to find one for the 5513, but I just couldn't. Not at a decent price. Anyway, ultimately I will be selling this because that's what part of all of this is. But at the moment I do still absolutely love it. It's genuinely my everyday watch. It's so easy to match with an outfit. It's so easy to wear. It's comfortable to wear. Safe in the mind that Joe Bloggs doesn't know that I'm wearing a Rolex, and I like that. As a general update on the Explorer 1, I'm still loving it. It's still a brilliant watch, and I'd say if you're thinking about getting an Explorer 1, just do it. I love it, and it's definitely going to stay, certainly for a while. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Smash out to that subscribe button, hit the little bell icon so you get notifications. Check out the previous video up here, and follow us on Instagram at BarkandJack, and I'll see you next time. Take care.